Welcome to another episode of
These Are the Aesthetics.
I go by the name of Cheech, a.k.a. I'm not the one that just got married. You can still DM me. A.k.a. The summer is here. A.k.a. your favorite broadcaster. Yeah, man, and we back, man. We back.
I go by the name of Gary, a.k.a. In Gary We Trust, a.k.a. Mr. Sneaker Convo, a.k.a. Married Man. Yeah, that's me.
Oh, man, how do you feel, man? So much has changed in the last month.
A lot really hasn't changed.
No, what I mean by that, I'm not saying character changes and like day-to-day changes, but I'm just saying you have a glow about you a little bit, you know? So what's going on? How's
it's just a ring, bro. It's not like really
he
a
had
major
to flex
glow.
the ring like he.
There's something in my eye. Suffering from success. I got a headache.
Yeah, Gabe's gonna find all the excuses to flood that ring. He got something in his eye. Yep, I know. What's going on? How
Is
you
there
feeling?
anything on my face?
It's crazy, man. But yeah, I mean, you've had a busy, really, the last 2 years have been hectic. Yeah. You know, you planning this wedding. You and your wife,
yes.
Putting this together, and the big day arrived, everything happened. How do you feel now? Like, how's your mental state now, post-wedding? Mm-hmm. And yeah, just give us a insight, a little bit of insight in your world right now.
Oh man, so right now I feel like a lot of relief.
Mm-hmm.
Definitely my shoulders feel a lot lighter for sure. Out the gate, I'm coming here. I'm feeling like a 10 for sure.
Okay, I like that.
Feeling like a 10. My schedule is a little bit more cleared. It's just like, like with the upcoming weekends, it's like, some families in town. Oh, I wasn't able to go to the wedding, but I still got to see you, this and that. So it's like.
There's a lot of that happening.
Doing my walkthroughs for the rest of the month.
Giving hugs and kissing babies for the rest of the month.
Exactly, man. All of a sudden, everybody wants to cook right now just to like get me over there. So like, hey, I know this your shit, this and that. Come on, slide over here, this and that. And the thing is like there's like I'm getting those phone calls and those checkups on like those temperature checks. It's like, hey, bro, I know I didn't come to the wedding, but we still good, right? I'm getting those temperature checks, and it's like telling everybody like I'm good, man. Like I feel really good. I'm really happy. I'm definitely a lot happier now than last month for sure. Mm-hmm. A lot has changed. I moved to a new spot. Got married. Quote unquote vacation. I ain't even do the honeymoon yet. That's later in the month. And I know she's just gonna roll his eyes, but yes, I'm doing my honeymoon during my birthday.
I didn't say anything. Well, your birthday now is her second birthday. It's been like that, but now putting the honeymoon on your birthday, so there's.
Yes, I have to clear up.
I hope you have some type of fun when you guys.
I'm gonna have a blast. Okay. I'm gonna get my money's worth.
Now, one thing about Gary, he'll get his money's worth. I'll say that.
I'm gonna get my money's worth. But yeah, I'm generally happy, man. Like the wedding was beautiful. I was very happy. Gael was very happy. She is very happy. I'm very happy. I would say like the wedding for sure just like pretty much felt like a Cinderella story, damn near.
Okay.
I would say it was like the weather was perfect because like when we got to Jamaica, as I had my wedding in Jamaica. When we got to Jamaica, it's like the weather was shit pretty much. Mm-hmm. Second I got off the plane, air quality was shit. I don't know if it's because of the hurricane they had or the earthquakes, but it's like I was feeling under the weather the second I got off the plane. But like as soon as like that Friday came in, the weather was looking beautiful. It was a sunset theme wedding.
Yes.
Yes.
Sunset was an unpaid actor, boy.
Yes. That was that was that's what kind of make it feel like more like a Cinderella story too, where it's like so much shit is happening. It felt scripted pretty much. So like and
God is good.
God is good, man. The food was great. The vibes were good, and like I really just have like no complaints. Obviously, there was bullshit that happened before the wedding. Obviously,
of course, we're gonna get to it.
There's obviously some bullshit, and also like I'm still tired. I'm literally still tired from the bachelor party weekend.
Yeah,
that was eventful.
That was very eventful.
We gonna get to it. But generally, I'm happy, and I'm feeling like a strong 10 right now.
Nah, honestly, like I said, you're the first one out the group that took that leap.
Yes.
I'm not gonna say leap of faith because you guys actually been together
For like 9 years.
For like 9 years, so it was inevitable that that's obviously the outcome. We knew it was coming, but we just didn't know that you were the first one that was gonna, pop the question. But you ended up being that, and I don't know. It's been solid, man. Just watching your evolution through the years. And just because I was there when you first met Gael, and when you proposed and everything, so it just felt beautiful to see, like, because we all evolve, but your evolution is a little bit different because it felt escalated.
Yeah.
Towards like the last 2 years.
Yes.
Yeah, it was steady, and then the last 2 years everything kind of sped up, and then you here now, and we back being mellow. So.
Pretty much,
I'm happy for you, man. I'm happy for you. I'm wishing you a healthy marriage, a lifetime marriage, and yeah. The funny thing is, a lot of people said, I think for me, the moment where things clicked is when I'm like, I can't picture Gary being with nobody else. That's when I knew you guys were meant for each other, because I'm like, I literally could not. I mean, there's, I know your type, obviously. We've been friends for a long time. No, of course. No, you married your type. Yes.
My type is guy. Yes. My type is guy.
You don't
bring it up.
I was actually giving you. I'm giving you your flowers.
I've accepted the flowers, but I know the hate that comes with getting flowers.
No hate. I was going to say, just seeing you through the years, you've been consistent. I will say that. And you marry the woman of your dreams. I applaud you. And, the jokes that would never come on this podcast. Those type of jokes, for sure. But congratulations, and I'm happy for you. I can't wait for my turn. That's what I will say. Honestly, I've been having fun watching you go through this process. And, yeah, man, I just can't wait for the shenanigans when it's my turn. Because I already know I'm going to be on bullshit. Y'all going to be on bullshit.
All I know is I just can't wait till, like, any of my friends, if you guys ever decide to get married. Because, like, I know a lot of my friends is, like what the thing that, like, was the most stressful part about planning a wedding is that, like, the stuff I was going through, no one else was going through it. So it's, like, it's kind of hard to, like, so no one's just going to naturally relate to it.
Mm-hmm. As far as, like, if you actually went through it from a living through it perspective.
Exactly. So it's like, even if I want to complain to somebody, it's like, I really can't, because it's like, I'm going to sound crazy. Like no one's going to understand this. Like, damn, bro, it costs, you paying how much for flowers? It ain't that expensive. Like, no, fam, it's that expensive. Yeah. Like, what
and
the hell?
And it's not even just the flowers, it's the people putting it together, the arrangements, and the type of flowers you might want. So,
bro, the different personalities that you have to deal with, it's like, man, it literally can be a podcast. Like, one of these days, like, Gael got to come on this show so we can see, like, the male and female perspective on planning a wedding. Yeah. But, like, if I had to give, like, anybody, like, any form of advice where it's like, all I would say is, like, go at your own pace as far as, like, getting married and planning a wedding. I would say is that, like, try your best not to take things personally as much. try your best at it.
Oh, I had a joke, but I can't make
it. Even when it comes down to, like, picking the wedding party, it's like, even planning a wedding where it's like, if you want, like, a wedding to go, like, I guess smoothly, it's like, obviously, if you have the power to choose anyone to be, you have the power to put anybody in your groom party or bridal party, but it's like, you're eventually, the mature way of thinking is the closest people around you are probably not going to be in your wedding party, if you really think about it. But I would say is, like, with my groomsmen, I'm very close to, like, all of them. I appreciate the ones that come. I'm even appreciate the ones who are able to make it. And sidebar, me and Cheech are not beefing.
I didn't even want to address none of that shit, man.
You're good. Me and Cheech are not beefing, but I'll just leave it at that. The podcast is still continuing.
A lot of people wanted me to make your moment about me and about them, and I just refuse to do that. It's certain things, like, I'm at a point in my life, if the people closest to me know how I feel about them, I'm happy. Yeah. Hopefully people know my character. They know what I would do and how I respond to certain situations. So, yeah, I'm happy for you. We all happy for you. We love you. So, salute.
Of course, and I have to mention this one last thing too. Is like I definitely have to mention. I have to say it on the podcast, like because I know there's a lot of like personalities and emotions, some feelings that are like about like not even just the wedding, because you're very unaware of all the fuck shit you have to go through with planning a wedding, and the people that's around you like treat you. Because I have to say this too, is like I'm very aware of the people who couldn't go to the wedding, and I'm very aware of the people that just simply did not want to go to the wedding.
Correct.
I'm not gonna address that here on who is, but like I'm just letting you know on camera.
Mental notes were taken.
I know who they are. I know them clear as day. I know who they are.
You could point them out on the police lineup. But for me, man, I've been on a high, bro. I just been working a lot, just furnishing the crib. Just staying busy, staying out the way, working on me. Everything is good, man. I really can't complain. My parents are healthy. Job is going well. The pod is back. My brother's back. You feel me? You know, I finally got to say, my married friend. We have one good example now to point at to say, hey, look, we're not all pieces of shit, you know? But yeah, man, I'm good, man. I'm on a 10 as well. I was so excited to be here because we have so much to talk about. Speaking of the wedding, do you want to give us your version of how the bachelor party went leading up to the wedding? Because it was a lot. It was a lot going on.
It was a lot to happen.
But, you know, coming from your perspective as someone, for someone who doesn't go out as much.
Yes.
And for somebody who, I'm not going to say gets overstimulated by a lot going on. But
no, you can say it. I do. I definitely 1,000% do.
But give us your perspective, because there's a lot of moving pieces. It's if anyone didn't know, I was in charge to setting everything up.
Yes.
And I think I did a fantastic job months in advance to put together a list of activities and gather around a group of people to do these activities. But niggas being niggas, personalities being personalities, men being men, time being time.
Yes. A
lot was unfolded. A lot was made clear.
Yes.
A lot of shit was, you know, we had our ups and our downs. But I'm just really curious because even though there's points and times where shit did not go as planned, but me and you always managed to have a good time and laugh through the bullshit.
There's even some shit where it's like, oh, there's participants I didn't know that was gonna be.
Correct. What's your takeaway from that weekend?
So with that weekend, I would say there is a lot of high points. Now I would say is like, because you know me, I'm Mr. Simpleton. Mm-hmm. Like I would say that we had a buffet of things. There was some moments.
Buffet of things is crazy.
Because you know, because I had a conversation with Cheech on Sunday where it's like, that's when I was like, the overstimulation was at peak.
Oh, nah, yeah, you got there quick, too.
Because it's like on that Sunday, because we did so much, because on Thursday we had the Panthers game. Now, like, I don't want to be ungrateful. I don't want to be ungrateful. But it's like, we driving down south, and I'm like, oh, shoot. Are we going to a Heat game?
A part of you that thought about
because I was like, oh shit, we driving down Turnpike. Okay, cool. That means we driving for a little minute. Then I saw us
going straight to the arena.
Then I saw us get off Sawgrass Express. So I'm like,
Holy shit!
So I was like, all right. So on Thursday we went to the Panthers game. Now, granted, the Panthers are whooping ass right now. We got to the game a little late.
Sidebar. Like, as a collective, a lot of us have known each other for a decade, and we've never been to an actual game. Yeah. So,
hockey
baseball was off-season. Basketball was not active. Well, basketball, yeah, it's currently active. But football was done. So I'm like, you know what? What kind of sporting event as a collective can I drag these guys to and make a memory out of it? The only one that
was a memory.
The only one that was available and was kind of close to that weekend was that one. So I'm like, you know what? Let's all do something.
Can I pause real quick? Like I said, I'm really trying my best not to be ungrateful.
No. This is hilarious to me. It's fine. It happened already.
Because the thing is, there was a Heat game that night.
It was?
Yes, there was a Heat game going on that night.
Oh, okay. I did not see that one.
But I understand, because I know the Panthers games are definitely a lot cheaper, for sure.
Oh, that was not the fucking reason, you piece of shit.
No, I'm not saying...
I literally did not see the Heat game.
No. Because the thing is, like, I know it's a drastic difference, and I know when there's a lot of party, and I know my friends.
Okay.
I know the type of time you on.
Okay.
But I know the type of friends I have.
Okay. Because
But it was my first time at a Panthers game, and we won.
Correct. It's a good way to look at it.
So we won. And it was definitely a memory. I definitely had a blast, too, because we were all laughing at the fact that, like, because Cheech was talking to me like I was freaking child on the first game. We won! See? Little Timmy, we won! I think the highlight of that night was that we all wanted a group picture.
Oh, my God.
For God knows what. We found the oldest fucking guy in the arena.
Nigga couldn't even hold the phone together. Like, honestly, I don't know if it was old age or just him not knowing how to work technology, but this nigga was literally fumbling the phone. I'm like, you holding the phone with two hands. How is it slipping through your hands?
I just want to let you know I had a blast at the hockey.
We was talking shit the whole time.
I would not trade that night for anything.
Even outside, we stood outside like we usually do after any event, talking shit for an extra 2 hours.
And so Friday came. So this is when the Bachelor weekend really starts.
Correct.
And we had like a great dinner. We went to like a nice restaurant. Food was fire. I had a good time. Friday night was probably my favorite night.
I like Friday night.
Friday night was probably my favorite night. Then the after hours start. So that we go to like a nice little lounge. I'm seeing more like, oh shoot, more of the homies are here. Cool. So like, okay. Even though like it was still cool, it was a little late because everyone knows like Gary's usually in bed by at least 11 maybe. Mm-hmm. But I was like, you know what? It's a bachelor party. Let me not bitch a lot. That was my main goal for that whole weekend, is not to bitch a lot.
And you did a good job holding it down until Sunday.
So Friday night happens, and then like, all right. Then I wake up on Saturday. We in a hotel, and then I'm seeing some friends walk in the room. I'm like, oh, you're here. You staying here too?
What's going on? Who invited you to stay?
I wake up. There's a phone on my charger.
Mm-hmm. That does not belong to you.
There's a phone on my charger. I'm like, okay. Then the rest of the Saturday happens. We go to a dope pool party. It was really cool. There's some vibes out there. Had a good time. And my only tick about the pool party, I think we were there a little too long. That's just me. I think that's the one thing that I didn't miss about like what I'm like as far as like being out with my friends as much, is that like my friends, we know how to have a good time. The only thing with my friends is we kind of drag an event a little longer than it's supposed to.
Yeah, but I think part of the problem with that too was we got there a little early because I never been to a pool party with an African theme attached to it. So I didn't know. I knew Haitians run on Haitian time. I didn't know Africans run on African time.
I can tell you that's a black event. I can tell you that.
Granted, a lot of talent, a lot of God's children were there. A lot of women were blessed and highly favored. So the party technically started at 4. And we're like, you know what? We're going to show up around 5 or 6. It's going up all the way to 11. We want to find parking. We want to make sure we have an ample enough time to have fun. And
that was the one perk where I wasn't mad. We found parking.
Yeah, we found parking. But yeah, we did stay a little too long. But I feel like if we went at around 7 o'clock or we went around 8 o'clock, then by the time it's closer to be done around 10 or 11, it would have been a less of a bother. But yeah, the food, that plate you bought was too expensive.
Yeah, 1,000%.
Yeah.
And the other thing I remembered about hanging out with my friends is the personalities I have to put up being out with my friends.
Correct.
I want to put it out there. I love my friends to death. But there's some qualities my friends have that need to
adjust. Or change, you know, or we need to work on.
Then I realized it's getting late. We had the pool party. It's supposed to be a day party, and it's like 10 o'clock. We still there. Correct. I'm like, oh, shit. And originally, we were supposed to go to a strip club.
Correct. Saturday night. Pool party during the day. Strip club at night. So
this is when the weekend is taking a little turn.
Yes.
So Saturday night happens, and it's getting late. And I'm like, oh, I see Cheech getting into his sleep clothes. So I'm like, yo, Cheech, what's up? You're like, oh, everybody's coming down. They can take their time. You know, I'm going to get ready when everyone's on their way. I'm like, all right, cool.
I did not fall asleep.
So I'm getting ready. I'm getting ready for the bachelor party. Here's the thing that gets me upset. If the night is technically about me, why am I the only one ready waiting for niggas?
That's a fact. That's a fact.
So, what's it called? I'm waiting for Terrence.
You're waiting on...
This is when I'm name dropping. This is when
no, that's fine.
This is when the level of not giving a fuck is happening right here.
I got it.
We reached the timestamp. I'm telling you single-handedly, Terrence and Zay fucked up my whole bachelor party weekend. Correct. I'm putting names on those bullets. Terrence and Zay fucked up the whole weekend.
Yep, because they met too. Because they were involved in side missions that had nothing to do with the bachelor party and the person we here for.
Yeah, so they were on their side mission a little too long.
I'm a little tight at Randy and also Jerry because
there's a lot of participants on Saturday night.
My thing is how okay, I'm about to leave my house, I'm on my way. And then magically you went back in your house and you fell asleep and you whatever. And then for Randy said, okay, I just got off work. I just walked in the house. I'm going to change and then slide up. I purposely, for that night, for the bachelor party, for the official bachelor party night, where we were supposed to all hit the strip club, the way I designed that night was for everybody to meet us at the hotel. Reason being, I know niggas don't be on time. And also, it makes no sense for me and Gary to go somewhere and wait for everybody to show up. Yes. It can't be a party of two people.
It's not
bachelor
a date.
Party. And we can't go to a spot to celebrate our friend and there's just one person there to celebrate the friend. So I'm like, you know what? Let's all be together at one spot and meet up. And we can actually carpool together to get there at the same time.
Exactly.
Niggas claim miscommunication happened, which they didn't, because I have a group chat detailing everything that I wanted to do from day one. Yeah. Niggas did not show up. Niggas did not care to show up. Some people fell asleep. Some people, picked
Might all fell asleep.
Yeah, might all fell asleep.
Single-handedly, might all fell asleep.
Jerry and had the audacity when we went out for food to call niggas to bring them food, like we as
a
bitch.
Big Mac specifically. By the way, on the night is already going to shit. We went to the worst fucking McDonald's in all of South Florida. There was one motherfucker taking orders
and making the food.
So, that was Saturday night. And then Sunday.
And then, of course, Gael called at the perfect time. He's like, hey, guys, aren't you supposed to be in the club? I'm like, oh, my. It's like committing a crime, and the police officer is looking at you shaking his head. So I'm like, oh, my God.
So I just want to put it out there. For my bachelor party, no ass was thrown my way the whole weekend.
No, you did that.
What do you mean? There is no ass.
I'm saying we saw some at the pool party, but
there was ass. There was ass everywhere at the pool party. Yes, but as far as the usual, let's go to the strip club. Gary's last night out. Let's throw some ass and titties in his face. None of that was acquired.
None of that happened. Unfortunately, correct.
Now I'm not saying that it wasn't possible to all the other places we went to, but formally, I'm sorry, I'm not going to that's when it gets to cheating territory if you're talking to a bitch at a party.
That's.
But
true.
At a strip club, it's really fair game.
To do that.
It's really fair game at a strip club.
Yeah, we wouldn't allow you to do that.
Because that's literally the woman's job.
Yeah. So we had her job, babe.
Yeah. I'm at the office. Relax. She's like, place of business. I'm joking.
But Sunday started off okay.
Can I? No.
We're not gonna skip past Saturday. Okay, let's
No. Saturday's already. People got the point about Saturday. Yeah. I gotta tell you my perspective of Sunday.
Yeah, perfect.
I wake up Sunday morning. There's someone's phone on my fucking charger on Sunday morning.
Somebody who allegedly had to work the whole weekend and couldn't make any of the events. Magically was there for the entire weekend uninvited.
Yes. And as Sunday comes up, we're packing, we're getting ready, this and that. We're going on our way to. There's some events I would love to bring up on that day, but I can't out of respect. But I think hands down my funniest part, the funniest moment the whole weekend. You don't even know this. Is when I think the conversation I had with you and Madoff was like, hey, if such and such asks me about such and such.
Oh, yeah. That was hilarious.
I'm letting you know right now.
And such called.
I'm letting you know right now. I'm taking this fucking car and I'm going the fuck home. So the funniest moment, you get out the car, because mind you, we haven't seen Zay and Terrence since the events on Saturday night did not happen.
Correct.
So that's the first time we're seeing each other face to face.
Yes.
And I'm already boiling, and I can't imagine how you were boiling.
Oh, I was tight.
So the funniest moment is you getting out the car and how you walked over to them. You walked like this. Oh. Bro, and that's not even the funniest part. When you walk up to them, you're like, all you see in the car is she's doing this. Because when Cheech gets faster, he talks with his hands.
That was tight, bro. Because Terrence tried to gaslight me.
I know,
Terrence was like, oh, bro, y'all still could have went to the club. We would have met y'all out there. I said, but that's not the point. I said, Terrence, who are we here for? Right? What are we here to do this weekend? Then he gonna hit me with some shit like, oh, so you telling me if Terrence is not there, y'all can have a good time. I'm like, that's not the fucking point. What? Like,
I want to give an apology to, what was your young bull that was out there?
Greg.
I'm sorry I met Greg on probably one of the most angriest days I had in my life.
Oh, nah, Greg is cool.
So, like...
And it was also his first time at that brunch spot.
Yeah. So, like, my apologies to Greg if I feel like my manners wasn't all the way there. It's just there's a lot going on that weekend.
I had a talk with him. He got the backstory of what was happening. But I was tight.
But overall, like, I would say it's definitely a fun weekend. I would not trade that weekend for any other weekend because I knew exactly what was going to happen.
But honestly, the last thing I'm going to say before we get away from this is niggas don't understand like what it took for that weekend to happen. I worked 10 straight days, put money aside. I've been prepping this for a month straight, not only texting shit in the group chat, texting everybody individually, and calling people because they pretend not to see my texts when they have a whole life outside of us, and we know how you interact with people and you communicate. So it just felt frustrating, like, yo, do you guys know how much money I'm losing for not being at work right now? And you guys cannot even show up and show up for your friend on time and unified and all that shit. So it was just a little annoying. And I couldn't really like blow up because I'm like, I gotta be strong. So because if I start panicking, I know Gary's gonna start panicking. So I'm like, I really can't really get heated because Gary's gonna match my energy. And now he's not gonna be in the mood to do shit. And now I'm tight, we both tight. Now it's gonna be a hot ass room. So I'm like, you know what? Let me keep looking at things in the most possible, the positive way possible, and let's just keep going. It's like one battle after another. It's like, okay, cool. This did not go as planned. Maybe the next one will. Maybe the next one will. Maybe the next one will. Until you reach a breaking point, and it's like, you know what? Fuck it. Let's just go home.
I would say, out of any car ride, that was the car ride Sunday home was probably one of the quietest car rides.
No, it was. But I mean, honestly, I understood how you felt. And I'm the type of person, when it's my turn to get married, I don't care if nobody show up at that damn strip club. I'm going by myself. I'm buying a fucking room, and I'm having a good time. Y'all not going to ruin my fucking time. But it's just niggas. But I learned a lot through your experience. You had to be the martyr, unfortunately. Yes. But through your experience, I learned a lot about how niggas would move when it's ultimately someone else's turn. So I'm like, you know what? Noted.
But I want to say before we leave this topic, I know we've been on there way too long, but it's like, I want to say I genuinely appreciate you for throwing the bachelor party weekend for me, because I know no one else would.
Yeah.
And like the amount of effort that you pulled, and I know the efforts that you tried to pull, I can see it. I just want to let you know that.
And again, I didn't want to. Gary's like, yo, I'm not a child. Tell me what's going on. I'm like, Gary, if I tell you what's going on and what's going bad and what's going good, like,
I think when you fucked up, you fucked up by telling me the plans that could have happened if everyone participated.
So,
I'll let you know right now, if I was a part of this, shit would have went differently. By the way,
it's I didn't want to say too much because I wanted some elements to be a surprise, but you can't do shit with niggas being niggas, unfortunately. But you know what? Enough about the bachelor party, and I think this is.
I think we probably gonna touch on the wedding probably like another episode.
Yeah, I think for the rest of your life we're gonna touch on elements about the wedding
because we gotta have Gael up here because I think that's gonna be more hilarious, the female perspective and the male perspective.
Because we know what we went through with our boys.
Yes.
Boy, I tell. Wow.
There's no. I might bleep that. But all right, now you go.
I'm done. All right, so there's a lot that's been happening on social media in the real world, and something actually happened down the street from my fucking job in Jupiter. Tiger Woods, got arrested again. Yes. But this time, they're arresting him. They're arresting him on charges of DUI charges, pretty much. The funny part about it is, once you read the headline, he took he just didn't want to take a urine test, but he took the breathalyzer test, and there was no alcohol in his breath. But they said he was on some type of substance. I'm not shooting Tiger Woods any bail, but he is a 50-year-old man with body problems, and he's been on meds about certain things. So that could have been in his system. That could have, that could have affected his performance, his driving ability. Mm-hmm. And again, that was a big news because I work at a country club, so you can imagine the conversations.
Oh, they was probably being racist.
Because at the end of the day, Tiger Woods is a black man that got arrested in the span of 5 years 2 times.
Were they being racist at your job?
Yes. And it was not racist on a sense of color. It was on some shit like, you ignorant nigger. You are a billionaire. Why don't you have a fucking driver? Why don't you have this? Why don't you have that? We don't even have as much money as you, and we have all these things. So it was that type of vibe, and I had to sit there and I'm like, he was on nigger shit. How do you flip your whole car on the road? And it's like, dog, at what age and what dollar amount does the nigger shit end? Because I'm going to tell you right now, Gary knows, if I have $1 million tomorrow, I'm getting a chef because I don't like to cook. I'm getting a personal driver because I love driving, but I hate driving long distances. Yeah. And I would get a personal trainer because, again, I need that discipline, that routine to keep me healthy and make sure I'm at my best wherever I go. So I'm like, Tiger, you worth billions of dollars, and you are actually at a B. Why do we have to keep reading you go through this? Because it feels sort of like a, not midlife crisis, but a midlife crash out. It's like, who are you mad at? What's going on?
This is not the first time.
It's not the first time.
When I read the headline, I'm like, damn it, Tiger, not again.
Damn it, Tiger.
Not again. But like, honestly, I really think that like Tiger's going through something, but I think a lot of people don't know that like he took a breathalyzer test and it was fine. Yeah. But I guess like the cop was really like being like, nah, something ain't right. Yeah. So I guess you
got something in your system.
So like the cop was really about on some like, I'm leaving here with something type vibes. And it's like, obviously, I'm pretty sure. I don't know what the race of the cops were that stopped them.
You know the races of the cops.
I really
they had a press conference. But I've never seen
I didn't know it was a press conference.
Bro, it was 10 used crews out there. Bro, they blocked. Jupiter was blocked off, bro. I'm not going to lie to you, bro. Everybody was talking about this shit.
I really believe it. So I think, all right, so what I learned is that he said no to the urine test. I didn't even know you can take a urine test on the side of a fucking road on the spot. I didn't know that was a thing. But like apparently like someone like a lawyer said it's a good idea that he denied the urine test because it actually reads up all the shit that's been in your system for 30 days.
Correct.
So you could have did crack 2 days ago.
And it shows up.
And it shows up like, oh, like it looks gonna look at it as like, oh, you still on that shit when you're not.
Correct.
So that I understand that point, but
and there's some medicine that has a little bit of alcohol in it that could be in your bloodstream still. So there's a lot of factors. But his lawyer would advise him not to take that urine test anyway. Yeah. And he's a celebrity. If he pulled out his dick on the side of the fucking road, it would have been another charge because now you're exposing your private parts. I'm not saying that's how it's done. Yeah. I'm just being extra, but I'm just saying like they try to set him up so he could look worse than he already has looked. Because if I just flip my car, I'm going through whatever mental or physical problem, and you forcing me to fucking take a urine test. No, I want to talk to my kids. I want to talk to my family. I want to talk to my lawyer.
And I want to add this part too. Is like if I had to shoot Tiger Woods any form of bill, because honestly, we're in a general consensus. This motherfucker needs a driver.
Yes.
Point blank.
Stop driving. Revoke his driver license.
He needs a driver.
You too rich.
But if I had to like be in Tiger Woods' shoes, it's like maybe it's like, all right, even if I'm not feeling the best, I don't want to call an Uber driver because that just means another motherfucker knows where I live. That's some of the mentalities that celebrities of his caliber literally has to have. Like
and somebody is always looking for a moment with him too. So I understand.
Exactly. Like I understand that aspect, but single-handedly, Tiger Woods, you fucking up. You need a driver. Yeah, and you can afford it. That's the upsetting part. You got it.
Yeah, and it's like, bro, I know you got, housekeepers keeping your house clean. You probably got a nutritionist because you've been on the top of golf for decades. You have discipline in other areas. When it comes to making money, performing on the golf course, you know what to do. So just apply that same discipline to your life. Because even if you don't claim us Tiger Woods, we all look bad when you do some fuck shit. And this is how we don't get invited to certain... we don't get to certain levels in this world as professionals because it's shit like this.
Exactly.
But it wasn't like the people at my job, it was more of an elitist rant they were having. And it was like, oh my God, can you believe? And it's like...
That degenerate.
White people, you don't have to say nigga, by the way. I'm just saying. Like, you can describe a nigga and say nigga.
Literally, but that was
some things never change. What is something never change? What do you mean? Hey, well, they getting in trouble. It's in their blood. What do you mean by that, sir? What do you mean?
As you're putting down their tree.
Like, bro.
But that wasn't the only outrage that happened this past week. Druski pissed off the whole country.
Yeah, Druski.
This past weekend.
Druski pissed off at all the right wing people, huh?
Pretty much, so Druski pretty much had like a skit, and like I guess the title was like, "Oh, conservative like women be like" or whatever, and it's pretty much poking fun at like the Erica Kirks of the world, and like pretty much it's like like the white woman that you see on your YouTube ads where it's like, "Oh, go for Trump" or what all that shit. That is like really passive racist without even acknowledging that they're racist. So, did you see the skit?
Of course I seen the skit.
I saw the skit.
I watched that shit probably 5 times.
Now, I'm not gonna lie, on first glance, I didn't think it was like batshit hilarious. Cause I'm just like, oh, Druski just doing some female shit. But when I did the research, I'm like, I see what he's getting at. And I really saw like, I'm actually giving Druski a lot of points because of like, he really sat down and really was like, damn, how can I really imitate this woman? And like the stares to the camera, like all the weird shit that she does.
The voice inflections.
Even the passive racism, oh yes, please take care of all the white men and all this shit. It's like all the shit that they say.
Using the Bible when it's not necessary. Using Jesus in the wrong forms, yeah.
Exactly. And I would say that I understand there's some people like, oh, why are you making fun of this woman? She already went through enough. She lost her husband. And like, yes, like I get it for sure. And one thing I want to say as well, as far as like with white comedians, because there's some white comedians, of course, the Theo Vons of the world got to say something. Matt Rife went on and said, oh, this skit was funny, but let's keep the same energy when we do it or all parties do it. I just have a message for white comedians. If you want to make a joke that's aimed at black people or political parties or whatever, if you feel like it can offend the quote-unquote culture, go ahead and try and see how that works out for you. That's all I ask.
Yeah, and also, I hate the oppression Olympics that happens Because obviously we people. We all go through shit. You get what I'm saying? Like the Jews went through stuff in Germany, you feel me, under Hitler and all that. Well,
joking.
but you get what I'm saying? Like, I do know the Holocaust happened. I know that white people went through, I'm not going to say their own forms of slavery, but they went through a similar life-changing event.
Exactly.
So I understand that. But at the same time, in America especially, knowing the history of America, knowing the systemic racism that is in the world today, and stuff that black people have to fight through, the jokes are going to land differently because, again, it's coming from a privileged white person. It's never going to be the same. Like, and I think I saw a clip of Jerry Seinfeld being in a room with a whole bunch of comedians saying, nigga, nigga, nigga this, and he was like, yo, I don't think that's cool. I don't care to say that word. Like, I could be funny without saying that word or offending people. So, yeah, man, I just, again, let's treat this like any other skit that we've watched. Like, Dave Chappelle used to make skits about white people all the time, and people used to just laugh it off and keep it pushing. SNL do skits about black people and white people every week. Nobody bats an eye, but Druski, up-and-coming star, face of a lot of commercials, getting new money in Hollywood. They're trying to really, what they're trying to do, I think, with Druski is they're trying to scare him off. They're trying to police his content. And I love the freedom that he has. Yeah. I love the I don't give a fuck attitude that he has because he's self-employed for the most part.
Exactly.
So you really can't go to AT&T, hey, take his commercial down. He offended me. If you can't control our money, then you can't really control our voice. And I just hope that black people learn that from Druski and his business empire that he's building. Exactly. But I thought the clip, just the subtle messaging in the clip was hilarious. And Druski, if you haven't already, I think he deserves his own sketch show. It might be a lot of work for him because he's a busy man, but yeah.
So I have to ask you a question.
Yes.
Skip it around, but I think it's a good transition. So what's the difference between Druski and Jaden Ivey?
I think your job title matters. Druski is a comedian. So his job is to make light and poke fun at the world problems and make us all laugh about it, make our lives a little easier with laughter. That's what a comedian's job is. Take the shit that we scared to talk about, make it funny. You know, not to serious everybody out. Now, as a basketball player, or as a Christian basketball player, you could do whatever you want. You can have your thoughts. You can have as many foundations as you want. You could build as many churches as you want, but you have to understand that the brand that you represent and who they are, what they stand for, and there's a time and place. Me and you are big on that.
Big on time and place.
There's a time and place for everything. Yeah. If you at a meeting, you want to share your thoughts. If you schedule a one-on-one with the NBA commissioner and you want to share your thoughts, but being online, being at a press conference and spilling your guts on your personal feelings that has nothing to do with basketball is an issue. Yeah. That's all. You can stand for whatever you want to stand for.
That is true.
Time and place. That's all.
And one thing I say, like, with Jaden Ivey is that obviously, like, even like a little backstory, I know he got into the league. I think this is his 4th year in the league or something like that. He's not a scrub, by the way. He can actually hoop.
Decent player, yeah.
Like, he was like balling on the Pistons. Pistons was on a number 1 seed. Then he got traded to the Bulls. So it's like, and I think he broke his knee or some shit. So it's like there's a lot of shit going on in his life where it's like he has a lot of downtime. And so I'm pretty sure he's already going through something mentally. And him going on that rant, you can tell, like, I'm not saying anything he said was wrong. I'm not saying who's wrong or right. But it's like you said, it's a time and a place. And you have to understand the brand that you're representing.
Correct.
The NBA don't play that shit.
Correct.
If the NBA is this way, you have to go about with the NBA because the NBA is the one paying you millions.
Correct.
And like I said, I don't want to speak too much on Jaden Ivey because it's like that's a brother that's clearly going through something. I think he even said on his live that like his wife isn't returning his texts. His wife is white.
You trying to stop her lifestyle by doing goofy shit online. But, I would not talk to you neither.
But all I say is like, brother, get some help. That's all I'm gonna say.
Yeah, mental health is real. I don't want to really bash him because I don't know what he's going through.
Yeah, he's going through something.
When players are injured, like, you know, their career is pretty much flashing in front of them because you could get traded. You could deem to be worth less than because you injured, and as age get into play, you're even less valuable unless you LeBron that is a fucking 1 in a million. But the last thing I want to say to anybody that's watching this portion of the show, go through the proper channels before you crash out online. Like, everyone should have a friend in their corner, a parent, a coworker, or somebody you trust to filter your thoughts through. Because I promise you, this is the PG-13 version of the podcast you're getting. There's certain conversations me and Gary have, we cannot literally air it out. Yeah. If we do, or jobs might be at stake, or families might get scrutinized from it. His relationship, his marriage could potentially, take a hit because of that. So we have to be mindful. Words are powerful. Words mean things. Let's do our best to put positive energy into the world. Like I have funny moments. I'll just text Gary a meme, a text. I'll send him the shit. I'm not gonna post it on IG because I don't want to be represented that way. That's all. Like, be mindful of that.
Exactly. And can I just stop the one little thing? Or it's but when Kyrie said his stuff about the Jewish community, nothing happens on me because that's fucking Kyrie Irving.
You're not Kyrie. Let's stop at that. You are not Kyrie Irving. You're not that valuable to the organization.
Nigga, you just got here.
You're not 1 in a million talent that they're rarely gonna find. I hate when people compare themselves.
Did you come back from a freaking 3-1 league, beating a freaking 73-19? No.
You never carry a team on your back. Like, you know what? It be the scrubs or the players that get injured a lot that be involved in sort of the wildest shit.
By the way, keep Stephen Curry's name out your fucking mouth. I'm not too much on him, but nigga.
And again, people, let's normalize going to work, clocking out, and going home. It's okay. You don't have to be in front of every cause, everything. Like, I will donate money to something I care about. Do I have to be out there protesting? Do I have to be doing a lot of extra shit? I don't. So, again, be mindful how you come off in the world, because there's a lot of fuckery going on.
All right, so some new music came out. I saw some backlash of I guess an album that came out with Jack Harlow. I'm gonna mention it real quick. I didn't hear it. Real quick thoughts. What was your thoughts on it? I saw the nigga in a Kango hat and I did not click on it.
I was underwhelmed. It was not what I was expecting. It was good music. It was just not we know Jack Harlow to make.
Time and a place.
I see the jokes calling them all type of names of neo soul artists. It was more so like a vibey project. It felt like a passion project. Let me give him an out. Jack Harlow, I don't know if he's at a point of his career where he feels lost, or he's looking for his style, or he's trying to find his niche. I think he had no clear direction, and he was inspired by a lot of music he was listening to. Or he probably met a black girl on the south side of Philly.
Can we say it right there? I think Jack Harlow pretty much is like the Sean Penn from One Bath to Another. Like, nigga, we get it. You like black women. Continue.
I didn't want to say it like that.
We get it. You like black women.
Jack Harlow. You know what I love about Eminem? Eminem, you know him for having phenomenal bars. He's respected in the black community and the hip-hop community for not being like a fucking goofy. Like,
and he accepts
I'm
being
not
white.
trying to be black. I don't try to dress black. I rarely see him with chains, sagging his pants, and doing the whole nine. Hey, I want to be known as one of the best lyricists and best rappers of my generation. That's what he wants to do. He wants to rap, goes home. He wants to prove that he's the best rapper with every release. He's not trying to he stands for the right causes, but he's not in front of you trying to shove his dick and saying, hey, accept me. I want to make an R&B song. I want to get every R&B act on my project for the hook. Like, bro, just make what comes to your heart. And just, if you work hard and the project is good, it's gonna speak for itself. But I was underwhelmed. I'm not saying I hate the project, but it was not my best or my favorite project from him.
Clearly. But I think an album that we both did listen to that we really did like. Kanye West finally drops his album Bully.
I love the project, bro. I even called you yesterday during my lunch, like raving about the project.
She's calling me 6 songs in.
Nah, it's just some of the best shit.
1/3 of the project.
Like, I ain't gonna lie to you, it's 2 things. Kanye always, the thing I would like about Kanye is he'll go to the farthest extent to piss a lot of people off.
Yes.
And just to get some sympathy, he'll tell us how the death of his mom destroyed him, and he would chop up some dope soul sample, and us begging for new music, we fall right for it every fucking time.
808s, yes, I hear it, yes.
So the project sounded very soulful.
Mm-hmm.
It was not super lyrical, which I liked. It was very mellow. I love the Kanye probably have the best sample selections that I've ever heard any rapper use.
And he flips it the best, yeah.
I love the interludes, and you know Kanye, he's gonna give you 3 beats in one in certain songs. I love the choices for the collaborations. It just really sounded like Kanye is getting to a healthy place.
Yeah, I would say like
I love the project, bro.
I'm not gonna lie, like it's been a while since I like enjoyed like a Kanye project, and that's coming from like a Kanye fan. Like I've said, I'm not a stan, but I was
like I don't agree with everything he says, but when it comes to music, you can't tell me shit about Kanye.
Yeah, like I said, like I think Kanye has the best discography dead or alive. I've always said this. You can say I'm wrong, whatever. It's my opinion. There's multiple songs I like. I love Beauty and the Beast, Preacher Man, White Lines. Kind of reminds me of the Frank Ocean song, Closer to You. Punch Drunk. Whatever Works is probably my favorite.
Boy, that shit. I love Mama's Favorite too.
Mama's Favorite. I think it was a cool little soulful. He played like it's like that's like his like go to like, hey, I know you guys mad at me, but remember my mother, Donda, that's my mama. Remember?
Hey, when she started talking at the end of the track, bro, I almost cried, bro. I'm like, oh my god.
And one song that I like, not saying I'm embarrassed to like, but I'll admit it. That Peso Pluma song.
I heard him. Kanye attempting to speak Spanish and shit on some Drake shit.
Hey.
That shit was hilarious.
My nigga, I'm like, yo, Kanye and Bad Bunny need to get in that project. They need to get in that lab together.
And I think they would make some incredible music together.
For sure. And but one analysis about this album that I saw on like Threads, I'm gonna give the credit to Van Lathan. Van Lathan said something that I actually do agree with the album. This album is really good. It's really good beats, everything. Really good album, but Kanye is not saying anything.
It's not. I think it was just like, hey, guys, I still got it. The person you once loved is still there. It still exists. I just was going through shit, and I was crashing out on everyone. But I feel like to just wake up, Kanye is like the ultimate cheat code. Like, to wake up and be able to do this, and I'm pretty sure he did this album in less than a year. Yeah, and be able to call some of the dopest people in the world to collaborate with, that CeeLo record is crazy. Yeah. You know, it's just his ear for music, soul samples, and just cadence and flow and where people fit in each song is just like it's unheard of. It's incredible. Yeah. I'm not gonna lie to you, it's a feel good project for me. I don't need Kanye. Kanye already did everything that he said he was gonna do. I'm gonna get into fashion. I'm gonna be a billionaire. I'm gonna marry Kim. I'm gonna have kids. I'm gonna do this. I'm gonna do that. I'm gonna run for office. Everything Kanye has said he's gonna do, he has done it. He's a doer. I've seen the proof of concept already. So to me, Kanye, you already inspired me enough, bro. Like, his job is done. Even if Kanye never releases another project for the rest of his life, I'm satisfied.
Exactly, yeah. Like, it's definitely, like you said, it's a feel-good project, and I think this is like one of the few albums that Kanye made recently where it's like
it's enjoyable.
Not even enjoyable. There's a lot of replay value.
Yeah, Vultures was cool. The first Vultures
was cool. Yeah,
yeah.
I did like Vultures too, but it's like this album I can actually see myself hitting back.
Yeah. I know he's gonna come to Miami.
Yes.
When he does, you could bet your last dollar you're gonna see me out there for sure. And I gotta put a little separate $300 to the side to get merch because I already know he's gonna sell me a hoodie for $180. I already know. But
just to wear it in 95-degree weather.
But yeah, man. Yeah, I can't wait to see this live, bro. Knowing how his brain works, I just can't wait to see the tour designs, the concepts, and all that. Mm-hmm. One thing about Kanye, nothing ever sounds the same. Nothing ever looks the same. Yeah. And he's a perfectionist. So, yeah. I woke up a few days ago, and to my surprise, GQ had a Jay-Z interview. Jay-Z is on the cover of one of their latest issues. Jay-Z came through the office in Jay-Z form with multiple watches, stunting, of course.
An outfit change.
Outfit changes, mid-interview, different sets. But my initial instinct when I saw the interview, I'm like, who is this kid interviewing Jay-Z? No disrespect. I had to do my research on him because
he used to work for Complex, yeah.
He looks fairly young, and he was very knowledgeable, and I can imagine interviewing Jay-Z. Even the working up to interviewing Jay-Z, it's like Jay-Z's not just sitting down with anyone.
Exactly.
And Jay-Z don't just start popping out for no reason. He already announced his anniversary concerts for Blueprint and Reasonable Doubt. So we knew the rollout was gonna be underway. So Jay-Z sat down. My initial with I forgot his name, the young kid's name, but he did a phenomenal job. Yeah. My first question was, who is this kid and why is he qualified to interview Jay-Z? Because I'm like, I could see him more in Breakfast Club, Joe Budden podcast.
There's a nigga with no gray hair. There's a nigga with no gray hair interviewing Jay-Z. What's going on?
Correct. And it's not he's a Jay-Z fan, but you could tell like he's also a fan of music. Like he's very inclined to what's going on in the music world. But yeah, the interview was happening. A lot of the times, I felt like Jay-Z was kind of interviewing himself.
Yeah, that's clarifying. That's a Jay-Z interview in 2026. It's like he knew about these questions months in advance. He knew exactly how to his breath control, his facial expressions when the question is asked.
He knew what angle and how he wanted to look after the interview. He knew he had to sneak in some quotables for us.
Yes. Like speaking of quotables, I'm gonna say real quick. That's pretty much what I'm gonna say about this interview. I really love this quote he said. Is like, everything in life doesn't happen to you; it happens for you.
I agree to a certain extent with that. But that was one of my favorite. I mean, that's not the first time he said that. He actually went on Kevin Hart's show that he had on Peacock and also said the same thing. Okay. I love that quote, but at the same time, I feel like you reap what you sow a lot of the times too. Like if you go out there, sleeping with a married woman, you get shot in the face, then you can't say, "Oh, everything is happening for me and not to me." Like there's limitations. Obviously, he was more talking about like our life circle, karma, and just what you meant to have in this world and stuff like that. But I like the space that Jay-Z is in. He's moving like a boss, talking like a boss, popping fly. You just gotta catch when he flexes. You can't. Jay-Z is not gonna overtly tell you this, but he's just gonna say, "Oh, yo, I have nothing to talk about, so there's no point of putting out an album." Yeah. Meanwhile, there's artists that are begging to be signed. Begging for an opportunity.
I feel like one thing I learned from this Jay-Z interview is that Jay-Z knows he's Jay-Z.
1,000%.
That's the main thing I really took away from is that I think Jay-Z just pops out just to tell like these young niggas that like, hey, the reason why your parents look up to me is because of this. I popped this. I started this. Oh yeah, you're a big fan of J. Cole. Guess who was signed to me at one point? Me.
J. Cole. Yeah. And another thing, I love how he preaches independence. In the most subtle way possible. Yeah. And another thing is that I love about Jay-Z. Jay-Z is one of those people when the interviewer asked him about the bad connotation around people that are billionaires, he was like, "Yo, like I work hard. People pay me for my talent and for my art. Mm-hmm. I shouldn't be penalized for that. I shouldn't be looked a certain way for being successful and not being the version of successful that pleases you, pretty much."
Yeah.
So.
And I think he tried his best to come off as human, where it's like, yeah, I know I read the headlines of all this shit that happens to me. Niggas want me to go down, like Puff, this and that, pretty much. But it's like, I guess he's trying to admit that like he's human, but it's kind of hard to really get a full blown like interview where it's like you can empathize for Jay-Z because it's like, just look at the fucking setting.
Yeah.
This is all arranged by Jay-Z. Kind of like with Drake interviews, pretty much.
Yeah. But what I was shocked to hear is that Jay-Z confides in his so-called friends that we know about for decades now. Like, we know the clique that Jay-Z rocks with, but to say that the news, the allegations against him hit him so hard that what I was surprised for is he knew that the allegations were coming or that headline was coming. He prepped his wife first, which I loved. Like, he bigged her up a lot. So it's on some merriment. It made me think of you. I'm like, that's some shit Gary would do. That's true. Let me prep my wife, then let me prep my family, and maybe let me tell Cheech what's going on. Exactly. But that was some fly shit to do. And it's like, your wife is not just no regular woman.
He reminds people he's a husband first, yes, and a father.
Like a father, like he's excited about his children's development. And you could tell what the number one thing I love about Jay-Z, he doesn't care to flaunt his success or to be seen.
Yeah.
he's a big guy.
He doesn't wear jewelry like that anymore. It's like, hey, my name is a really like it's so big. You already know what the fuck comes with my name.
Correct.
Much.
And yeah, I mean, like, I learned a few new things, but again, it was Jay-Z.
Yeah,
talking to Jay-Z about Jay-Z.
Yes, exactly. What do you go about that?
But yeah, man, I go by the name of Cheech, a.k.a. I'm excited to be back, a.k.a. The ladies' favorite broadcaster, a.k.a. I cannot wait to show you guys something next episode.
Well, I go by the name of Gary, a.k.a. In Gary We Trust, a.k.a. Mr. Sneaker Convo, a.k.a. Back and Better and Improved.
Yeah, yes, sir. Back and married, baby.
And what is this, man?
We are
These are the aesthetics. See you next time.